Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So today we're going to revisit once again the dynamics between men and women at work. So we all know how I feel on this channel, and that's, guys, don't even talk to women at work unless it's strictly about work. Don't be alone with a woman in the workplace. No happy hours, no traveling, no mentoring, none of that. Just don't do it. Okay? It's too much risk. So that being said, guys, we have a video here from Just Pearly Things. Yes, she's been in the media as of late and all over YouTube now for some controversy, but she did drop a pretty based take on workplace interactions between men and women. So we're gonna check this out. But before we do, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep this channel going, and click that notification bell. I appreciate all of your support, and I really appreciate and all of my women being ignored in the workplace videos, you guys sharing your stories. Okay, I read all of the comments. Yes, believe it or not, I do. All right, you guys, let's jump into this.
All right, what up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. I want to say something to the women out there. If we keep suing our bosses for damn near everything, oh, he harassed me this, he harassed me that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying there aren't cases of real harassment, but most of y'all will sue your bosses for damn near everything. Do you know what I would do if I was a boss and I kept getting sued for quote unquote harassment? I would just stop hiring women.
Boom. If only it was that easy, right? If only it was that easy, right? Guys, this is what we've been saying for a long time. But of course we can't do this. That's just La La Land, right? You know? But if only it was that easy.
It's too much of a risk, and I can't really blame them. Yep. So honestly, guys, ladies, if we're gonna be in the workforce, fine, do it. But don't complain about not getting hired for jobs if we're gonna sue them over everything. That's my rant today. Like the video on your way out.
So guys, yeah, so for those of you guys who don't know, this is Just Pearly Things. She has staff, she hires, she has her podcast, her studio, all this other stuff. I think she has one employee that's a woman that might be suing her right now for some foolishness. I don't know. Because a lot of people come at her. But it's funny that all these women, I'm not saying her, but there are modern women out there who say all this effing, discrimination in the workplace stuff until they're the ones getting screwed over by some of their employees. And let's look at some of the comments here, right? Here we go. Ross Robertson says, it's funny how women fought to get into the workforce by saying they're just as capable as men, but as soon as they got there, they had demanded that we change all the rules for them. Facts. This person, Peaches Programming. I used to work in a healthcare place. 2 men, 8 women. Now I work in IT. 1 woman, 9 men. So the difference is stunning. The men aren't petty, vindictive, judgmental, emotional, or complaining. Working with mostly women sucked. This guy, fake name. As a male, I have a few female coworkers that I know are interested in me. I'm married and not going there. But I do worry about what if they still try and shoot their shot. So women are known to file false allegations against men that rejected them. I just want to work and go home. I don't want to have to dance around and avoid being alone with certain people and ish. That's something a lot of men have to worry about. Facts. Lucky Minnie says, as a female, I totally agree. It's not easy for male co-workers. They're at so much risk for false allegations. This person, DC Barkus. So the best advice for men that work with women at their workplace is to avoid women. Boom. That's what we always say over here, right, guys? That's what I always say, and that's what you guys always agree with me in the comments, right? Avoid them. Don't ever find yourself alone in the same room with a woman. Don't work on a project with a woman. Don't even get on an elevator with a woman. Facts, unless it's occupied by multiple people. It isn't worth the possibility of losing your job, livelihood, and reputation in the event that a woman decides to make false accusations. Be safe out there. Be safe out there. Crazy. She said, exactly. This person, Van, shook me. There was a lady at my work who thought that she was the ish and pretend gym bunny. No interest in me. She was 35 plus. But later she found out she was complaining about every man in the warehouse that she was working in. But we later found out she was complaining about every man in the warehouse. She would go out of her way to try and flirt, and I knew that there was something fishy about her, no pun intended. Oh, man. He says females are unwittingly destroying society. This person, contrarian expatriate, says, before I retired, I was noticing more and more women bullying men with impunity and sometimes weaponizing false allegations to protect themselves from accountability or discipline. I would never hire a woman as an employee given what I had encountered. So we'll do a couple of more. I have a friend who worked as a traffic warden. He had a boss that said that he had stopped hiring women because he couldn't handle their negative behaviors. This person says, once again, Pearl, your common sense outlook on life is pure gold. I'd never hire a woman these days specifically because of what you're talking about. This message was brought to you by a man. Charles Swan says, something I've heard from several business owners that they're leery about hiring these woke individuals. And that is true, guys. That is true. I'm going to do a video on this, guys, but there are companies, there are studies that show that if you list your pronouns on your resume, you won't, there's a large chance that the corporation will just throw your resume away. Yo, put in the comments if you would do the same thing, because I would do the same thing, man. That's for sure. Okay, here we go. It seems that they've had the experience that they meaning these employees, they disrupt an already cohesive workforce with demands about equity and wokeness. As such, when they get resumes and applications in with things like preferred pronouns listed, many of them are getting dumped in file 13 automatically. Businesses can either afford the disruption or the constant retraining of individuals that need to be replaced due to their disruptive behaviors. Yeah, and I agree. I feel like a lot of the they, them, those people, they come into work just looking for people. They assume malice, right? So if you go into a place with pronouns that are not normal, people are gonna not get them right? It's like someone that's like ethnically ambiguous, right? So I have a friend of mine. She's Hispanic, but she looks Asian, right? So when she shows up to a workplace, people always ask her, oh, hey, like some of the Asian people ask her, hey, are you Filipino, blah, blah, blah. But she doesn't get mad. She understands, hey, look, I'm Hispanic or whatever, blah, blah. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But she's not trying to get mad and be like, we have to have a intervention on the whole staff because they got my blank wrong, my ethnicity wrong. It's ridiculous. Okay. No matter how good they are at the particular job, they degrade that by being so divisive within the workforce. Facts. They're literally putting themselves on the unemployment line because of their disruptive natures, and then add to that the flavor of extreme euphemism where they're wearing a chip on their shoulders, always antagonistic, especially towards male workmates. That is absolutely true. Charles Swan, you are the man. And last one. I used to think, because nobody told us, I used to think, because society told us men in power are bad, that bosses harass secretaries. As it turns out, hypergamy has it the other way around. Chicks leave their husbands to pursue the boss man. And this last guy says, Brandon Keeley, yeah, I can honestly say that I've worked in places that refuse to hire women because of this, sadly. But if harassment is real, they deserve what they get. But false accusations ruin it for everyone else. That's facts. Absolutely true. So, guys, let me know what you think. I mean, honestly, do you think that Just Pearly Things is right? You know, that some hiring managers should just not even hire women if they're gonna come in and whine and moan and complain about everything and sue and do false allegations. Because I mean, that's the only logical step to take as a business owner, right? All right, you guys, let me know what you think. This is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. I'm out of here.